Bailey gets set up on a blind date with Kevin's dad. Hilarity and harassment ensue. Then we'll review the newest and fastest iPhone, the 4S in Gadgetron. Not only does it have a fancy new camera, but now it's also got a ghost in the machine named Siri. And Adam Sessler drops in via grappling hook to talk Batman Arkham City in Game Break. Swear to me.
This is nothing like the regular attack. Your mom and dad don't know anything about this. You send them out of the room. The kids are going to get crazy on the Attack Weekend Edition.
I like the dirty late night graphic there.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, you never know what's going to happen.
Coming your way.
Blade Runner. We had a lot of fun this week. We played around with Siri a little bit live in the studio. She tried to kill us all.
What did she say to you?
Well, she released toxic nerve gas to calm us down, so there was that.
That'll happen.
But that was the joke Siri. But the real Siri, everybody's been having fun with the iPhone 4S. What are your thoughts on Siri? Do you think that this is like the beginning of Skynet? That in 15 years' time, she's going to look for John Connor and just kill you?
You know, I kind of welcome it, because I'm of the belief that the sooner I can plug myself directly into a machine, the better I'm going to be, mostly mentally. You know, I've had a lot of fun with Siri myself, like what little hands-on time I've gotten with her, and she's scarily accurate.
Now,
scarily accurate.
The fun you've been having, is that like, oh, this is fun, she's optimizing my life, I'm able to schedule appointments quicker, or is it just...
I ask tons of stupid questions.
That's what I'm asking,
Of course. Yeah. I mean, it's like a game. It's an iPhone game. That's all it is.
It really is one of the best ones, too. Now, this week was also a big week, I know, for you, because Batman Arkham City was released.
Yes.
You a fan?
I have played it non-stop. I absolutely love it. I honestly can't find, and I never say this, anything wrong with it.
What?
I know. I know.
Button mashy combat doesn't get you bothered?
It's not button mashy combat.
No, it's XXXXX triangle. You got to mix it up. You got to hit that triangle sometimes.
Don't you sass me. You've got to plan ahead and have a little bit of strategy in order to pull off mega combos, which then give you more experience points. So don't even start. I know, and that's the thing. That was
I played the game for 30 minutes. I just wanted to grief you, so I totally don't know.
I don't know how far along I am. I'm probably dedicated at least like 6 hours into it.
Some people, and by some people I mean Grandpa Sessler, he gets cranky. He had an issue with the open worldness. He said that it was, I think it's valid, that it kind of almost throws too much at the player right away.
You know, Adam and I had a nice disagreement about this on feedback, actually.
You put him in a chokehold.
I didn't put him in a chokehold, but oh gosh, how do I say this without being smarmy? Look at your map. All right? Look at your map, and it pretty much tells you exactly what you need to do.
You guys are going to fight.
What? No.
There's going to be a fight.
Dude,
Wiffle Bat Fight Club, Jessica Chobot, Adam Sessler. It's going to happen on the Overtalk. But speaking of fighting, someone else got scrappy this week. Miss Sarah Underwood was scared by a punching dummy and decided to take out some frustration on it.
I love the talking points. Oh, the iPhone 4S, Siri's so cool, this new game that's coming out, and Sarah got scared by a dummy.
Yeah.
So embarrassing.
It's adorable.
Yeah, and frightening, because it was just like repressed childhood memories that manifested itself in you attacking this poor defenseless rubberhead.
I didn't expect that emotion to come out. Like, it genuinely scared the crap out of me, and I got, like, emotional. It brought back all those bad feelings.
We're going to show that later on in the show.
Oh, okay.
And we'll recap exactly what happened. But what's going on in the world right now, Sarah?
Let me tell you guys.
Please do.
We are going back to the future.
Whoa!
Of the past.
What?
The non-time traveling model of the DeLorean car is on its way back to the streets. Woo! And even though cell phone companies are under new restrictions, find out how one Florida woman ended up with a $200,000 phone bill. Plus, we'll tell you the results of a new British study that found that you might want to wash your hands after every phone call you make. And Blair Butler met up with Chad Michael Murray at the New York Comic-Con to find out about the actor's entry into the world of comics. Find out more later in the feed. But first, let's go back to Kevin and Jessica.
Oh, thank you so much, Sarah Underwood. So, again, we talked about the iPhone 4S. It was a big release. Did you upgrade? Are you iPhoning at all? What's your world?
I'm not. I mean, how do I put this so I don't get in trouble? I have a really bad problem with my phone right now. Currently, it's constantly crashing and all this other stuff. And so I wanted to upgrade to the new iPhone and was told by someone I know close to me that I have to wait for it. So now I'm just suffering.
Did this person hurt you? It looks like you're scared to talk about. Like,
I'm really not. I'm really not thrilled by this at all.
No, I can tell.
I'll be honest.
I can tell, but wait, maybe if you watch our review, you'll be a little less disappointed because the iPhone, here's a little spoiler, not a 5 out of 5.
Really?
Take a look. The iPhone is back with the all-new 4S. Featuring Apple's dual-core A5 processor, the 4S gives you twice the power of the iPhone 4 and up to 7 times faster graphics. You also get Siri, a revolutionary personal digital assistant you can talk to. Ask it a question, it'll find the answer. Or tell it to send a message. It can do that too. Take images as big as 8 megapixels with a fancy new lens they added to make them all pretty like. Take home Apple's iPhone 4S today for $199 with a contract.
The iPhone 4S is finally here!
Now, Kevin, I would ask you what you thought of the design, but I think you answered that a year and a half ago when the iPhone 4 came out.
Oh, Apple Snap! And totally valid, actually. It's pretty much the exact same thing. The only thing, it weighs a little bit more. It's 3 grams heavier. And it's a little disappointing. Some people wanted a larger screen. I'm okay with the screen size. I think it's a good fit for the hand. But, you know, some will say that they upgrade from the 3 to the 3S or the 3GS, I think it was at the time. They're like, well, that was fine. It was the same thing. You didn't have to change the design. But in the last year or two, Android has really caught up. We've seen Android phones pack a ton of features, bigger screens that are lighter and thinner.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't forgive them as much with this round of upgrades. I think if you're just going for a marginal processor upgrade and camera upgrade, you got to slim it down or make it lighter. Yeah, it's heavier now. So that was a bit of a bummer.
Now, the camera is supposed to be much improved over the last iPhone. What did you think?
It is. Vastly improved. Images look sharp and clear. Look at that. That's a field with people playing on it. You would not be able to make that out with the last iPhone at all. Even at night, there weren't any real issues. Look at that.
That's a great picture.
Look at that. You know, you wouldn't see all those people just not getting jobs like a bunch of hippies occupying Wall Street. You would have no idea. It's a gorgeous photo. It's 8 megapixels. They added another lens to the camera to help achieve this, and the aperture is now bigger. It's 2.4 versus the old 2.8. So with more light comes higher quality. And this is a night shot here.
That's a little grainy.
It is a little grainy, but it's from a hotel room. It's clearly in front of like the hotel glass. You can actually see Matt Myra's bell end. If you look in the bottom left, there's a reflection of it because he was naked while he was snapping that photo of the city. So considering the scenario, it looks great. It also shoots 1080p video at 30 frames a second.
Nice.
And look at that.
Oh, it looks great.
And it has image stabilization now, which is pretty good. And no trouble finding autofocus while filming, I should point out. Yeah, so this is, you know, keep this in mind if you're upgrading to a new phone, potentially the 4S, this can actually replace a point-and-shoot camera.
Okay, let's get to your favorite part. Apple's really proud of its built-in digital assistant, and you haven't stopped talking to it all day. How are you and Siri getting along?
Our relationship is blossoming nicely.
Good.
Siri, you know, I have already forgotten she's a robot. She is just a piece of software.
You've forgotten?
I've found myself forgetting that. At first, I talked to her very sternly with simple commands. I'm like, this is a robot, so do these things for me now. And
you talk to it like a robot?
A little bit, yeah, or like an ex-girlfriend. I was just get it done, figure it out, and I'm a real joy to live with. Live up to your end of the bargain, Siri. I'm paying a lot for you.
Kevin!
But I found like it surprised me so much with its accuracy and its ability to figure out what I actually wanted from it that I very quickly let that go and am now just talking to it like a human being. And I'll show you right here.
How often does it understand you?
I'm very tough to understand in general, so I get about 60 to 75%. If you do it through your car's Bluetooth as well, that's going to drop it down a little bit. But she can do some pretty cool stuff. I mean, we can ask her anything like, hold on. Where are you from?
Siri was designed by Apple in California.
Oh,
hey.
Look at that. Had a moment
nice.
While I was driving home, and I truly, let me see, what was it that I asked? What's the traffic on Laurel Canyon? So I want to see, okay, can it figure out what is Laurel Canyon, where is it in
Here's the
relation to where I am, and can it pull up
see,
a
now
map?
that's cool.
And it absolutely does. It zooms right in, shows you, oh, hey, here's the area you asked for, and here's the traffic. You can pinch and zoom. So it can do
awesome.
stuff like this. The issue is that you fall in love very quickly with what Siri could be in 6 months to 2 years. Right now, it's still very much a beta.
Yeah.
But with their API, they could open that up to using Southwest or Open Tables. You can say, Siri, find me a steak restaurant nearby and make me a reservation for 2 at 6 p.m. That's something it should be able to do right now. It's just in beta. It's still new, so it's going to take a little while. But
Yeah.
she's great at reading your text messages. You can
That's
tell her
really cool that
to-
it can do all that.
Yeah, you can write emails with her and just put in a smiley
You
face,
can listen
and it
to
will.
everything while you're driving.
Yeah, it's really great.
Respond.
Yeah. You can get in an argument with a computer software when you're supposed to be paying attention to the road. I've done it several times. I got caught trying to teach her the word bucket this morning.
Of course you did.
Because I was like,
Bucket, really,
yeah,
Kevin?
I use some words that aren't in the default dictionary for some reason, Apple. Bucket happens to be one of them. And I was like, Siri, learn the word bucket. No, she would not do it. She was
good
not.
for Siri.
How dare you? She needs to learn those words.
All right, you can have your
Hold on a
own
sec,
digital assistant for $199 with contract from
Hold on,
Sprint,
hold on.
AT&T, or Verizon.
Siri, I love you.
Oh, I bet you say that to all your Apple products.
That was good. That was good.
Siri in the house!
All right, what are we rating it?
Amazing! Siri. 4 out of 5. I want to be clear. This is the best iPhone yet. Siri, when it works, is truly amazing. Bummer they don't put it on the 4, because they could. There's nothing this thing needs hardware-wise to make Siri happen. Like, you're basically paying for a beta test. But the potential is hard to ignore with Siri. The camera is also something that can actually replace a point and shoot. So if you already have an iPhone, and it's anything older than an iPhone 4, it's a no-brainer upgrade. If you already have the iPhone 4, you have to ask yourself, how much do you really need Siri?
Hey guys, it's Mike Shaw, producer for Attack of the Show. Coming up, Chris Gore talks to the cast of The Three Musketeers, and of course, all he wants to talk about are breasts.
Fail. You're dead. Major fail. Fail. Fail, 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 fail. You lose.
All right, first up. We can finally. I was waiting for everybody
It
to
sounded like
quiet.
El Guapo
Quiet,
was having a
listen to me.
pinata party over there.
Listen to me.
Huh?
First up, we can finally end the search for Father of the Year.
I normally turn on private browsing before I watch a chick take a horse to the face, but that is brilliant.
I should not be laughing nearly as hard as I am that a child got hurt. I mean, it's,
Well,
I feel
you
so
don't know what
bad,
that child
but-
did. You don't know if that child deserves it
Oh
or not.
man, you can tell that it just got hit so hard.
It was
so
hilarious.
hard. And like as a parent, I would think, you know, I would see that happen and my instinct would be to help, but also my instinct's going to be to point and laugh. And like, what do you do?
There you go. Did you get that? Let's put it on YouTube. And
Because
remind your
the
kids.
potential of if your child finds you laughing at it while it's hurt, it's going to grow up to be really incredibly screwed up.
Yeah, I'm living proof.
I was in midpoint before you volunteered.
No, it's there. Look, that's what happens when you damn kids horse around.
Oh, that was awkward.
Yeah, it
Kevin,
was.
awkward.
You're
And
welcome.
now, the finest butt explosion ever captured on film.
Why? Get it out, get it out, get that poison out.
It is a windshield wiper full of.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is. It is.
The rumor has it that's what Candace did to Sarah's bathroom. Would you?
See?
Is that confirmation?
I'm not allowed to talk about it anymore, but I love that you said that.
Wait. Now, why wouldn't you be allowed to talk about it anymore?
Because we just,
Who's we?
me and Candace just don't want to talk about it anymore. because
Wait, you don't want to talk about it?
It's
or
turning
Candace?
into a war, and we decided to drop it.
She did. No, she did?
I cannot confirm or deny.
Yeah, Candace is like a very stinky Play-Doh factory, basically. Sorry.
Chris Gore here in London, England, where I'm about to see the film that's been promoted for the last 50 years with a chocolate bar. I'm talking about the all-new The Three Musketeers. Tell me the advantages that musketeers have over pirates and ninjas.
We wash. We're not as
Once a week?
not as sweaty as pirates and stuff like that.
Let's even the odds.
There's no swashing and there's no buckling in this movie, okay? There's just like straight rock stars. And my character is fierce. I mean, you know, we've never seen a woman fight like this, wearing a corset and a big skirt.
You can't shoot. They'll hear you.
Tell me about the swordplay in this. You're no stranger to that.
I thought there was a lot of fantastic swordplay in it. I mean, it's great to see swordplay in 3D, isn't it?
We shall have to be ready for him. What?
Who's the best swordsman among you?
I would say, to be generous to our little friend, our younger colleague,
Yes.
Logan, he was so impressive.
Young Logan.
He was just brilliant.
It was really difficult. It was a lot of training because of the 3D aspect. I mean, it adds that, depth of field and that focus that you have to be a little bit more precise and closer with the sword and with hits.
Can you give me some tips right now? Like if I were to use my finger as a sword, is there any way to? You wouldn't go far. I wouldn't. You don't.
Do you want to see it again?
Yeah.
That fast. That quick.
Now let's talk about breasts. They play a big part of the film. They're used as distraction. They're also deadly weapons and like a hiding place, a convenient hiding place. Tell me about the use of breasts in the film.
I think I'm not sure that mine were that useful in it. I think Mila maybe uses hers.
Well, the use of breasts in this film are definitely a powerful device for some sort of manipulation, maybe.
Well, yes, German Vogue said Mila's cleavage is worth the price of a ticket alone. So,
And they're in 3D. That's where the phrase, the breast is mightier than the sword, that's where it came from.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
From the Three Musketeers.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Is it? I could be wrong.
It's something like that.
So real you want to reach out and touch it. Three Musketeers. Buy a ticket and sheath thy sword.
Right now, it is time for me to start the feed.
All the news you need to know.
It's Friday, October 21st, and here are some of the best things we heard about this week. First, there was the triumphant return of the DeLorean. Yes, Doc Brown's iconic time machine will return as an electric vehicle in 2013. But the green won't stop with its lithium-powered engine because the exterior design isn't changing. They're just going to use recycled parts from the boatloads of unsold DeLoreans from the 80s. The bad news, you still won't be able to afford its $100,000 price tag. Woo! And do you think your cell phone bill is too expensive? Well, it is nowhere near what was found by a woman in Florida this week. A 43-page bill with a total cost of $200,000. Apparently, her brother, who shares a family plan with her on T-Mobile, forgot to turn off data roaming when he went on a 2-week trip to Canada. After discovering the bill, the woman appeared on a local TV show and begged for mercy. After that, T-Mobile, being the nice guys that they are, knocked the charges down to $2,500 and are giving her 6 months to pay up, which, come on, it still kind of sucks. And you need to wash your hands. Seriously. Because there's poo on your phone. Gross. This week, a study out of the UK found that 1 in 6 cell phones has traces of the E. coli bacteria. You know, poo particles. And a whopping 92% of phones had traces of other forms of bacteria. Pro tip, stop playing Angry Birds on the pot. Or use a Sandy wipe or something, jeez. And finally, comic maven Blair Butler was whisked away to the magical land of sweat, farts, and boners that is New York Comic Con. And she had a chance to talk to Chad Michael Murray about his new comic, Everlast.
I'm here on the New York Comic Con floor with Chad Michael Murray. You are an actor and also now a comic book creator. Tell me about Everlast.
Everyone kind of has their apocalypse story. Everyone thinks, you know, the world's going to come to an end at some point. Well, what if there were soldiers hidden amongst mankind whose job was to find those chosen souls meant to survive the end of days and start mankind over again, kind of like a new Garden of Eden. Everlast is the soldier that we follow. There's more soldiers like him, but if you were a man who knew that the world was coming to an end and you knew who was going to live and who was going to die, and it was just a select few people, you could never have friends or family. It'd be a very lonely existence. And so what I found really fascinating is to follow this loner, this man who doesn't want to be around anyone because he doesn't want to be hurt, and have him fall in love with a woman who's not on the list. A woman who's not going to survive. And I think it's a really cool, tragic story to tell a story about a woman you can't have.
Chad Michael Murray, thank you for bringing the apocalypse to the floor of New York Comic Con.
The end of days is here, right?
Let's go back over to Kevin and Jessica. What are you guys doing over there?
Oh, thank you, Sarah Underwood. And then this part is good, and this part is really good, this part is really good. And then I was like, this part's all like totally boosh. It's like, wow. I was just enjoying The Key of Z, new comic book by my buddy Claudio and Shawnee, Cody and Cambria fame. Really great people. This is the first issue. If you like zombies, pick it up. I just wanted to give them a shout out.
Hey guys, Mike Shaw again. Coming up is the Game Break review of Batman Arkham City, my favorite superhero. Swear to me! And then, this was good. Candace goes on a date with Kevin's dad, which is creepy, but it's also a great time.
Holy hell, it's the tweets of the week. Bonk. This is the part where we read tweets that came in throughout the course of the week.
Oh, no kidding.
It's not just a clever name. Raw Fanboy 101 said, okay, you guys really need to stop playing Bustus and Power Girl while my dad is in the room. Yeah. I mean, sorry.
Do you want to stop?
Yeah,
really?
I mean,
is that...
What, does your dad ask you to leave? Is that when it gets awkward?
Oh.
Son, you're too young to see this, but Daddy can watch. No? Just my household. Okay.
Man. Hank4013 said, at K Pereira.
That's me.
That's you. Can I go on a date with your mom?
Sure.
Aww.
She's easy.
Because she... What? Kevin! Shouldn't talk about your mother like that.
You've met my mother. I speak the truth.
True. Because she must be one of the hottest women alive to balance out those genes.
Oh. Genetic snap. I am a freak mutation.
I mean, I've got no response because yes, you are.
Thank you. Wait, you think I'm a freak and a mutant? That's two different things, yeah. Okay. And LG Gonzalez 10 said, quote, I have been playing Arkham City all day.
Congrats to you, sir.
And AOTS is the only thing that could pull me away. Wow. That's nice.
Obviously, he got stuck with the open world, so we had to put it on pause so we can watch AOTS and figure out what to do.
Is that what? Shouldn't you just look at the map? I mean, isn't that what all the sassy folks say?
Look at the map.
Hey, look, everybody! X plays Adam Sessler.
Your voice. I know you're trying to do Batman. That sounded like me on a Sunday morning.
I need a Ricola. Oh, God. What did I do? Do you have a Halls? Some memories. Preferably menthol. Batman
Arkham City, sequel to Batman Arkham Asylum, Some have called this the best superhero game ever made. We'll get to that assumption in a
It's still
second.
not the tallest order to accomplish. That's what
Well, yeah, no, it's not. It's not. But well, let's start with where this game picks off. Do we have to know the storyline to appreciate it?
There are reasons that would benefit you to get an idea of kind of what happened at Arkham Asylum, why there isn't an Arkham Asylum, and there's a toxin involved in the first game that does play into this. It is not essential. The game starts brutally fast.
Right.
Bruce Wayne, he gets thrown into Arkham City, which is, it's Escape from New York. From hell, if that was possible.
Right.
And it's like, this section of Gotham City has been turned into a place for all the crazy people that were in Arkham Asylum, and apparently many, many more, and they kind of have run of the city.
Mm-hmm. And as many options as there are to upgrade Batman in terms of power and special abilities and kung fu moves and batarangs and all that jazz, some people are saying that the star of the game is actually the city itself, not Batman.
Yeah, it's an open world, and a very impressively detailed one, and it takes place at night. It occurred to me while playing it that of all the open world games that have been so pervasive, I've never seen one that was such an oppressive and very gothic feel, and there really is a sense of character to it that just makes going to every nook and cranny really, really nice. And in this game, there is something in every nook and cranny.
Well, is it fundamentally different than the previous game? Like, have they completely revamped the combat and the health system?
I think one of the reasons why this game works is they didn't throw everything out.
Right.
They really took a very, very nice model, especially this great combat. You're just flowing from one enemy to the next. There are some more impressive upgrades, how you can make your combos happen a lot faster, so you can do some of the big finishing moves.
It looks like an Equilibrium gun kata for the three people who actually saw that movie thinking it was going to be The Matrix. It really flows, and it's simple to counter, like you said. I mean, it's really just easy to.
It is one of those ones when you're doing it well. It's just sexy.
Yeah, it really
it's just really cool.
Now, Batman, of course, is known for an assortment of cool gadgets. What's new to the arsenal this time?
Well, you have your ones that are like your batarang and your exploding gel. You have smoke pellets, which I found to be very useful. So if you're being shot at by guys with guns, smoke pellet confuses them. You can get out and then try a new tactic. And you have this remote electrical charge, which gets you through certain doors. Also, you can just kind of fry somebody and then bonk them on the head.
Right.
Which is nice.
And I like how they even streamline, like, oh, that looks like a hidden item, some sort of trophy or a question mark to find later. It's not like, oh, let me remember how to get this or figure out how to get to it later.
Yes.
You can mark them on your map as you find them.
As detailed as the city is, a lot of it is just very heavy, imposing dark structures, and you can't tell one from another. So yes, it's very useful.
Where was that green question mark? Oh, it was underneath the giant, depressing-looking building. Ah, crap.
Yeah.
That's all of them. What about the side missions? Are they just filler?
No, that's probably the most impressive part about this game. Those side missions are missions in and of themselves. In fact, if you want to see all the villains, and this game is populated with Batman villains, some of them really only exist in these side missions, and they're really satisfying. I think the one is, it's a little bit tough to figure out what you should be doing before another, because once when this game starts, it throws everything at you, and it becomes a little bit overwhelming.
Do you think that can that sense of being overwhelmed, do you think that can scare away newer players? Because I found that as well. It's like all of a sudden you're dropped off, you're in this city, you can upgrade 1,000 different things, and it seems like you can go in any direction you want.
You don't know necessarily if something that is hard for you is because you're stupid or because you don't have the upgrade or the unlock yet. So.
Turns out I'm just a stupid gamer.
I realized that today too.
It sounds like it's amazing on all fronts. What is XPlay giving it?
It is a 5 out of 5.
Wow. Best superhero game ever?
Yes, it's definitely the best superhero game ever, because the best superhero game before it was Arkham Asylum, and it's better than Arkham Asylum. And that's just transitive properties of association. Because everything else, superhero, kind of sucks.
5 out of 5 is what I heard there. Adam Sessler, thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate it, sir.
G4's groundbreaking new series, Bomb Patrol Afghanistan, embeds viewers inside an elite U.S. military explosive ordnance disposal unit. For 5 months, they'll scour the war-torn battlegrounds of Afghanistan for deadly IEDs and render them safe. Don't miss all the action when the show premieres Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Check out G4TV.com/Bomb Patrol for exclusive videos, photos, and more.
Hey guys, Mike again. Still ahead is the bit where Candace goes on the date with Kevin's dad. They do some yoga, things heat up. That was great. And then Grace Helbig is going to go behind the scenes on G4's new anime series X-Men, where she tweaks the script, makes it all her own, Grace style, which is weird.
Would you describe yourself often as like a jealous person?
No, not really.
No. But how jealous would you be knowing that Candace got a chance to bang my dad?
She did what?
I knew you were going to react that way. I knew it.
Good evening, I'm Roger Lodge, and let's meet our dates. Candace is a young, fun, and attractive woman that's helping her friend Kevin by showing his visiting father, Elder, a nice time. Let's just say Elder's expectations for the date might be a little high.
So Kevin's dad, Elder Pereira, is in town visiting, but Kevin got pulled away unexpectedly today to go to work. So he asked me if I'd take his dad around and show him around LA, and I figured, what the hell, I'm not gonna get another chance like this to get dirt on my co-host. So yes, I will do it.
Kevin told me he hired a young Southern belle to take me out on a date and show me a good time. He's a wonderful son. There.
Are you
How are
Elder?
you? Yes, I am.
I'm
Nice
Candace.
to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
Yes. How are you?
Oh my gosh. My first impression of Kevin's dad was that he looked absolutely nothing like I thought he was going to look. Looks nothing like Kevin. But he's really, really sweet and he's adorable. Was a little bit touchy-feely, maybe slightly uncomfortable.
When I first met Candace, I thought she was amazingly beautiful for a Southern belle, and I'm glad I came prepared for this date.
I didn't want to go into the office, so I just said, hey, take Candace out. She's pretty easy.
And hopefully it's going to be an all-nighter.
I wonder if he's going to put in her butt.
I think that's the last place that Candace is taking Elder.
Do you like Southern food? Because you know I'm from the South, right?
Absolutely. I was told you were a Southern belle, and
Oh.
you didn't disappoint.
From Kevin? How
Absolutely.
sweet of him. So I thought I would take us to a nice little Southern barbecue place for lunch.
I enjoy that.
Awesome.
Nothing like having my pork pulled.
Pulled pork is the best.
Absolutely.
I love it. Love it. Oh, and then after, I hope you're feeling limber because I wanted to take you on a day that I would typically do in LA. We're going to go do some yoga.
Yeah, hopefully I won't stiffen up too soon.
If you're too stiff, we can work at that.
Okay.
You know, we can work it out.
What do you do for a living?
I'm Kevin's co-host.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
He didn't tell you?
No.
I can't believe Kevin's never told you about me.
No.
How could he not mention me?
I don't know. He used to always talk about a gal named Olivia.
Oh.
Do you know her?
Uh-uh.
No.
No, never heard of her. JR's Barbecue, one of my favorite places to eat in Los Angeles.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this meal.
It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely.
Thank
I'm
you.
having fun already. I
Thank
bet you thought that pulled pork would never show up.
No, I knew it would show
Thank
up.
you, sir. Oh, you look marvelous.
Sorry, I get it everywhere.
Yeah, I've been told that before, too.
You get it everywhere?
Yeah.
You're not as messy as me.
No, not on myself. Usually on my date. Here, would you like some of my pulled pork?
No. I'm okay.
I'm really enjoying myself right now.
He's made some weird, little disturbing comments, but I just chalk that up to him being Kevin's dad.
I'm ready to pop a couple more of these.
Hi guys, I want to welcome you to your private yoga class. Shall we start?
Yes.
All right, let's begin with a deep cleansing breath. Let's loosen up the hips now. Moving really slowly, feel it in your hips. Yes, you're doing very well.
Did you toot? Are you sniffing it?
I was tooting my own horn.
Ew. All right, so you get down, you stretch.
Wait, let me bring up the rear.
Elder!
I'm trying to bring up
What
the
are
rear.
you doing?
I'm bringing up the rear.
No.
What, no more doggy style?
He basically tried to have sex with me in yoga today.
All I know is that the blue pills are kicking in and I've got to make a phone call.
Elder's lucky Chris Hansen didn't show up on this date. Candace, thanks for being such a good sport, and I think Kevin owes you an explanation. Hey, check out more matchmaking fun on my show, Celebridate, Wednesdays on HDNet. Good night, and don't let the Pereiras bite. See what I did there? Can't teach that.
Hey guys, Mike again. Coming up still ahead and next, Grace Helbig goes behind the scenes on G4's new anime series X-Men, where she takes the script and she rewrites the whole thing and makes it all Gracie. Yesterday we gave you the chance to win a new top-of-the-line Alienware laptop. And the winner is Emmanuel G. from Fort Worth, Texas. Congratulations, sucker! But the prizes don't stop there. We have even more Alienware laptops to give away. To enter, visit g4tv.com/epic giveaway and get your entry in before Monday, October 24th by 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll announce the next winner on Monday's show.
You can. Oh! What? But you can. Just swipe from the top of the screen and the app. Epictober continues next week on Attack of the Show. We kick off Horror Week with a special, terrifying edition of DV Doomsday with Chris Gore. Then actor Jonah Hill will be here with his animated series, Alan Gregory. Plus, Candace heads to the gun store in Vegas when she locks and loads to destroy some innocent blow-up dolls. Then, Weird Al Yankovic will be here live. And Game Break tackles two of the year's biggest threequels, Uncharted 3 and Battlefield 3. Epictober continues next week.
All right, it's time for our
Behind the Scenes Moment of the Week! That's special.
Aw, so what did we learn this week?
Great question. I think we learned that even Sarah Underwood has some very deep and dark secrets. I think that's a lesson. No?
What are they?
I don't like naked fake dummies.
Alrighty then.
Are you a prankster? Have you been the pranky? Do you prank a lot?
I haven't pranked a lot. I've been pranked.
Is this going to be a sad story?
No, I mean, no. It's just he got off on making me terrified. He was into karate.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And he had one of those torsos with like human flesh.
Oh, the workout dummies that you punch
yeah, I locked my bedroom
Just
door.
take the shot. I mean, you got to reveal it, right? Because she hasn't even noticed for the last, how long?
What?
Look behind you.
What the?
Oh, Sarah! Did you had no idea it was behind you for like a solid 4 minutes?
No, I heard something behind me, but I thought the set was falling apart again. That happens all the time on this show.
How sad that that's like, yeah, I figure the walls are crumbling around me.
Yeah,
This is G4.
Just another day at work.
I just assumed, so I just ignored it.
Did you talk to anybody in your family after that stunt happened? Like,
no, I
to bring
haven't
back
talked
memories?
to my dad yet. He'll
No?
be really happy to know that his pranks are living on.
They're living on. I got to talk to your dad and find out some more pranks.
Oh.
Because clearly there are others.
Oh, yeah. He
should.
used to torment me as a child. He thought it was the funniest thing ever.
What were you scared of as a kid?
Oh, my dad as well, but
All right,
for very different reasons.
I don't even know why I asked. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna.
He used to touch me there too.
What's the least dangerous action role an actor can play? The kind that's done in a VO booth. What? Which is great if you're a big ol' wuss like Scott Porter. He's playing Cyclops in Marvel Anime's X-Men.
You know these are on? I can hear you in here.
Oops. G4 and Marvel have gathered a team of mutants to tear up the screen with X-Men, a gritty Japanese anime series.
Magneto or not, I think it's safe to assume that mutants are involved.
First of all, your name is Scott. Cyclops' name is Scott. I'm starting to see how you got the job. It just sort of fell together.
It was meant to be.
What the hell, Summers? What's going on? I don't know. I've lost control.
This Japanese animation seems like it's almost for a more mature audience. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's not like your throwback G.I. Joe cartoons from like the 80s where everyone gets shot at, but nobody actually ever gets shot. In Japanese animation and in anime, they've never been scared to increase the drama by actually making it real.
Hang on, everyone! We're gonna take a hit!
Okay, so break down Cyclops' powers for us.
Cyclops is one of the most powerful mutants as far as what he's able to do if he fully unleashes
Right.
the power that's inside him. He can control it, though. He can bring it down to pinpoint accuracy. It's just gravity hitting you, basically. It's just like a force that's hitting you that is continuous and won't stop.
I'll finish him off!
I have to ask, if you had one superpower, what would it be?
The easy answer would be optic blast, but it seems like such a pain in the ass.
To control them all the time.
I actually love super speed. I'd actually love to zip around like Quicksilver.
That's like the going green superpower, because then you cut down on all of your
Then
fuel
there you
emissions.
go.
Yeah.
Exactly. Incredible. I never thought I could be blasted by my own optic beams.
Clearly, Scott is in over his head. Not to worry, I have just the tweaks X-Men needs to make it completely awesome. Okay, Scott, can you take it from line 23, please?
Grace, you're the most powerful woman in the universe. Only you could save us with your beauty and charm.
Can we do it again? Can you mean it more?
All right. Grace, you're the most powerful woman in the universe. Only you could save us with your beauty and charm. Kiss me.
That was great. Good stuff. We got it. Wrap it up, team.
Just have to do with the X-Men.
Everything. You've never seen X-Men like this, and by this I mean huge eyes, kung fu, and epileptic action. Don't miss Marvel Anime.
Only on G4.
Guys, don't forget X-Men premieres tonight at 11.
Yes, many thanks to hand out over the course of this week and for this weekend edition. Blair Butler, first of all, she gets one. Go pick up the comic Heart. Adam Sessler, always great, even though you disagree with him. My old man, Papa Pereira, thanks for being pervy on national television. Candace Bailey, she's Candace Bailey. Grace Helbig, Sarah Underwood, but of course, Miss Jessica Chobot!